Hey everybody, happy Monday. I am so excited to see you here. We're going to look into the energies for the week. So just call in your guide team, your higher self, ask for the messages that you most need to hear right now. And just remember this is a collective message. So take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. But it's made with the intentions for you to hear what you most need to hear right now. So let's go. Alrighty, I'm gonna shuffle it this way because they're starting to bend the other way and it's hard to, they're getting this weird warp. Ah. I'm gonna have to do this for a while to unbend these. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try to do that a lot lately so that I can bend them back the other way. All right, what's the main energy of this week, please? What's the main energy of this week? We have the World and the Eight of Swords. Oh my goodness, that is so amazing. I love that. Okay, so that is the end of a cycle of overthinking. We have the Tower though over here on the bottom of the deck. So that might be something coming to an abrupt end, something that just like falls apart. But what's really awesome, right, is that it'll be the end of it. So, you know, even it's, and you have control over how you react to things and how you can flow through, or if you just, you know, freak out and make everything worse, right? So something that really reminds me of this card is like Dorian Gray's painting of himself, right? Where he's kind of like his everything that was like everything that was hurt or his aging or like anything that wasn't perfect, right, was done to him, his portrait self, so that his self that was hanging around outside in the world looked perfect, but everything else like was inside the portrait. And that's kind of what I feel like when I see this card, right? She looks amazing. She looks perfect. But then over here in the mirror or the portrait is what I'm getting right now for the messages this week, right? Is that is everything she's hiding, that like the portrait is taking on for her, right? So that she could be this perfect self, right? So it's like all of this overthinking and anxiety and feeling trapped. And just like taking in everything that's around her, right? Or you or him or them, but just that it's a girl in the picture, right? So what's coming this week is the end of a cycle of overthinking, and it could be something that just like feels like it falls apart and tumbles down, and then it's crazy and then it's insane and then everything goes wrong. Or it could just be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with this and I'm gonna flow with this to put an end to these things, you know? So what's some movement that we might see this week? If we align to it, what's some movement? We have Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And then we have the Four of Coins and the Devil. Wow. The Seven of Swords. So with this, I'm seeing like, how do I explain this? All right, there are some people that are like really holding tight to their chest right now. And it's like this, I don't want to say toxic pattern. It is like a super unhelpful, unserving pattern to themselves of like, sorry, I smelled something weird. It's like almost like I smell this like char, like on fire, right? But it's this unserving pattern that is hurting them of keeping things tight to their chest and self-sabotaging right? And it makes them like, it's different in every situation because it's according to the situation that they'll like push other people away, um, or like do things. They'll do things to self-sabotage. Let's leave it at that, right? But even though that they do that, it's like, but they still desire and wish for good things with you, or you with other people, however this applies to you. Um, and so it's really sneaky, and it's kind of like not on purpose, but it's also something that you or they have been really noticing recently. And this is like some of the movement that is coming forward to be seen, to kind of put an end to, right? So either this behavior is going to come to an abrupt halt and end and completely shatter and fall down with the tower, or um, it's going to show itself for what it is, and you won't have to overthink it anymore and take on all of the craziness and like the just like the questioning and overthinking and gaslighting that goes on with this. You don't have to overthink and take that all on anymore. It'll be the end to that cycle, whether it's to move forward from it in a good way or just to put an end to it and move away from it, kind of thing. So what is the guidance? What's the guidance this week for our highest and greatest good? We have the Knight of Swords and we have the Princess of Coins. So it's really about communicating right now. But I'm also seeing like putting up barriers, right? Like all of these knights is like up in a line, showing, illustrating that there is a barrier, right? That there is a boundary there that is being illustrated, whether it's something that you put up with action or with words. And it's almost like I'm seeing like a lot of these people that this situation applies to, I'm seeing like a lot of it is actually going to be through like texting or messaging, some people on the phone, but like I don't even see a lot of this to be in person, because one, it's a knight, right? It's not a king or anything like that. Like these aren't really people that are like super communicating right now. But like I am seeing messaging and texting, and for those of you that still Snap or like Twitch or Twitter, I'm seeing like a whole slew of different like online forms of communication or through the phone. So like people might be blocking people or muting people or just texting or snapping or like whatever, messaging about these boundaries and these things that are coming up, because it's being brought to light, like it's all being put on fire, right? To show. So either way, you know, it's coming to light, it's coming to the surface, either to work on and to move forward from in a more positive way, or to walk away from, to end, to complete, right? So I'm here if you need me. We can do free Zoom check-ins. We could do hypnotherapy, healings, readings. I am here. And I hope you have a beautiful week.